I brought my sketchbooks to the Italian mountains, but I wasn't travelling alone. When you go on holiday with others who are not into sketching, the pressure to stay present socially can mean you have very small windows of time when you can actually create art. But I know how precious these small imperfect pieces become over time as you relive the memories through them. Even though I knew it would be challenging travelling with family and being joined by friends, I really wanted to give it a go, so here's how it went. Social life in Italy revolves around meals, and when you're on holiday, those meals are mainly in restaurants. You will be seeing a lot of that in this footage. Restaurants for me are the perfect moment to get my sketchbook out and at least get started on something that I see in front of me. There's no lack of inspiration, from candles to food to people to bottles. Wine labels can be very beautiful. You don't feel guilty because none of the people at the table cooked for you or are doing any of the work. So there's no pressure to get up and start helping anyone with serving the meal. I always try to draw something quick, and I 100% give myself permission to make it as basic and as sketchy as it will be. For me, it's not about creating something beautiful, but about catching the atmosphere and the energy of the moment. I can't believe these are all stars. They are stars. It gives you hope, doesn't it? It's important to always remember to take a quick photo of your subject or location, because you will probably not finish your sketch before you have to move on. So you'll have to use the photo as a reference later on, so don't forget to take it. When it comes to sketchbooks, I like to take more than one because different sizes and different formats inspire me in different ways and for different subjects. On this trip, I had 3 with me, including a very large A3 moleskin, which I already had done 2 paintings in, and I was inspired to paint the space I was in, the living room of the house we were renting. I wanted this to be a fast-moving piece because everyone had gone to bed and I knew I had a decent chunk of time, not hours of course, but enough to finish it in one sitting if I went quite fast. So I really let impression and atmosphere guide me. I didn't worry about perspective and getting shapes right. I threw everything at it, from watercolour to acrylic and alcohol markers, pencils and crayons. And though it's far from polished, I love how it turned out. It's kind of whimsical and a little distorted, and I know it will remind me of that room and how serene and calm I felt sitting there with the fire crackling every time I will look at it in the future. Getting the basics in is what counts the most, because all you need is the foundation, especially if you're going to be adding more details to the piece later on from a reference photo or from your own imagination, if you like that. In our online patron community, we really focus on just getting something down in our sketchbooks and letting go of expectations so we can build a quiet and consistent practice. And I found it has really helped me personally to get together every Tuesday with the other members and sketch or paint a different theme every month. It helps me take that practice outside into the real world as well and document happy moments and places, which is actually this month's theme on Patreon, so feel free to hop on. There's no need to catch up or be good at drawing. The goal is just to be creative. When you're travelling with family or friends who don't sketch, needless to say, it's not as easy to make art and to really immerse yourself in a project. But that doesn't mean you can't still do it. People around you probably already know about your passions and hobbies and they won't be bothered, just as long as you don't hold them in the rain and snow for hours, of course. I got my sons into sketchbooking very young, so that also helps. I have tried to get my mum into it and she's doing great, even though she's still a bit of a victim to the my work is so bad kind of mentality, which we all experience from time to time, and that's fine, but then we should get to the point where we decide to just toss it out the window. And that is what I tell our community on Patreon all the time. And I am so glad that most of us are now embracing that approach, because it is the one approach that allows you to actually make art rather than just think about it. And it's so much fun, and you really do get so much back from the process and the other members' welcoming kindness as well. This is a comune di Calascio where the film was filmed, the movie was filmed, Lady Hawk. And we're heading off to have some lunch as usual. We are in Italy after all, and food is a big thing here, as everybody knows. It's a very dreary, ugly day, so we're heading off for some lunch, and then we're going to visit the castle, or Rocca, as they call it here. Rocca Castle, yeah, basically the same thing. Rocca's a bit more of a ruin sometimes, but it's always like on the top of a hill. Nobody here but us.
faccio il primo assieme al
Tutto
secondo.
insieme, sì.
Grazie.
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 Grazie a lei. The lady's going to explain what this abruzzese dessert is. Lei dica in italiano, poi io tradurrò dopo. Cos'è in italiano?
Le ferratelle.
Le ferratelle sono un tipico dolce abruzzese. Grazie.
Grazie però.
Si nasconde. Grazie, abbiamo mangiato benissimo qua in questo ristorante che si chiama
Il gattone, dal gattone.
Dal Gattone a
Castel del Monte.
in Abruzzo.
In Abruzzo.
So if you come to Abruzzo, remember this restaurant, okay? Grazie. Apparently we've made it to Rocca Calascio, and I have to say it's so good to get out of the city now and then, even though I live in Rome and people think it's a dream to live in Rome. When you live in a city, it's never the dream that tourists expect it to be, of course. Just look at the beauty, even though it's not a very nice day, of course, but the beauty of nature and the little towns nestled on hilltops is just magical. So let's see how far up we can make it. We've had quite a hefty lunch, and yeah, so we're a bit full, but we'll try to make it up to the Rocca. So it's not all cupcakes and rainbows. We've been through icy puddles uphill on this kind of path, and we've still not got to the Rocca. So I don't think I could sit here and sketch for like the next half hour or longer, because very often it takes longer. Go, Mum, come on. Go, you can do it. Take that next step. Up you go. We've got this beautiful church on that side, and this is what the weather looks like. Woo! We made it, and it's up there. But you can't actually get in. It was only whilst I looked back over this footage that I realised I'd done more sketching and painting than I had anticipated or realised. Everyone likes to have a few quiet moments to themselves while travelling, whether it's reading a book, playing a game or watching a movie. I think that is the time you should take to dedicate yourself to your precious sketchbook, because that is exactly what it will become in time. A treasure, something precious that you will love more and more, even if you might not think so right now. And if you have trouble getting going, again, try joining our Facebook group, Fiona De Pinto's Watercolour Students. I'll leave it in the description box to see what we get up to, kind of like a sneak peek, or look at the free resources on my Patreon. And you will see how fun it is. Strength lies in numbers, as they say, so it might just be the push you need to start creating consistently at your own pace and with kindness to yourself. Angel.
Aspetta. Io bevo una zuppa di legumi o di... Che bella.
Vuoi comparire sul mio video YouTube, Chiara?
Sure.
This is Chiara Barzini. Buy her book. What's it called? Aqua, right?
Yeah.
Aqua. So buy her book. As far as I'm concerned, I've had enough food for a week and I'm going back to Rome and to my routine. Thank you for coming with me on this trip, and I'll see you all on whichever platform you decide to continue your journey with me, or at the very latest, next Sunday here on YouTube. Bye for now.